Hello, Scorpio. Elsie here to do your reading for the week. It is a weekly read, Scorpio. I do read for sun, moon, rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Gosh, I'm just tripping over my teeth and my tongue today. So I'm here to do a reading for you. It is a weekly reading, and depending on when you find this may be for the week ahead. This could be for now. Depends on whether it resonates for you now or not. I am doing a 9-card draw. That's what's tickling my brain this week. And Scorpio, at the end of this video, I'm going to tell you how to find the extended. I'm also going to talk about private reads. But until then, are you brand new? Tell me if you are. I'd love to say hello in the comments. Thank you so much for showing up here, giving this a shot. And if you are planning on staying, please throw on your notification bell because although I am here regularly reading, it's all over the place, right? The readings are all over the place. So if you want to know when I'm uploading your sign, then please hit that notification button. If you haven't subscribed already and keep coming by here to say hello, then please do make sure you're subscribed. Let's find out what's going on for Scorpio. 9-card draw for my sister sign. I'm a Taurus. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. We've got, is this a surprise? What is this? We've got the Page of Cups here. Something you're not expecting maybe, but it's good. We've got the 8 of Pentacles. For some of you, this could be the workplace. This could be something that you're not expecting. Now, I feel like it's something that, when I say not expecting, I feel like you're not expecting it to work out good for you, but you knew that it was coming. So this could be like maybe you applied for a job within your company, and you didn't expect that it was going to be you that was going to get it, that you would be the one who would be chosen as a subject matter expert. But I think that it's good news. I feel like if this is something that you've been working on, putting work into, maybe you're doing an online course, maybe you're at school, maybe you're a student, it feels like you're going to be pleasantly surprised about something. We've got the 3 of Pentacles. Interesting. So I feel like somebody shows up for you. It feels like it could be a person. It could be somebody who's in partnership with you. This is not love. It doesn't feel like it. But this is somebody who I feel you trust. So this is somebody who is showing up for you, Scorpio, that is showing up in a way that is very practical. This is a partnership. I trust you. You trust me. It's collaboration. Maybe someone shows up to collaborate with you or give you some more information regarding something that you've been working on. I'm going to say that the fact that this person shows up or wants to build something with you or wants to build some sort of foundation with you sort of is a pleasant surprise. What else do we need to know about Scorpio? We have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. It could be something that makes money for you. It could be something, could be a raise. Yeah, it could be a raise. It could be, because the King of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that maybe you've suffered some sort of financial impact. It could be that it was a surprising thing. An extra bill came up, a surprising financial impact. But it feels like something here is draining your finances. And I feel like this is telling me that this new foundation is showing up just at the right time here. Look at that. The Judgment card is here. I feel like there is some information that you have about something. Oh, how to put the emotions into something. It feels to me like the situation of this this practical situation, which could be a work situation or it could be a friendly situation. It feels like that you are a person who, although has the subject matter down pat, you have all the analytics, you're very careful, you know something really well, you might be someone who's well educated, that I feel like you're being chosen as a partner for something, a partner on a project, a partner at the firm. It feels like the reason, if you're being chosen as the partner, to someone wants to partner with you, it's because you bring water. You bring this. I always say that Scorpio is the one who will shake their finger at you. Look, I love you, but don't be an asshole, right? Like they're going to tell you in no uncertain terms that you're being a jerk, but I'm going to tell you in the most loving way. Just know I love you, but quit being a jerk. So the Queen of Cups is giving me the energy of compassion and kindness and love. So I feel like you're being chosen because although this is a very practical situation that requires a lot of eye of detail, someone to be strong, someone to be practical, they're choosing you for this partnership based on the fact that you bring water, kindness, softness, compassion, that you know how to deliver a message in a very kind, compassionate way. The Judgment card is here. I feel like whatever this opportunity is here, whatever this person is bringing as an opportunity is a pleasant surprise, but understand that I think it changes everything. It feels like it's going to take you on a completely different path than you expected to be on at this point in your life. Because this is the 8, and we're looking at pentacles, right? It feels like there's like 2 more pentacles out there, which tells me that there is a decision to be made. And this could be like an acting position or something that you didn't expect that they would choose you for, but they're choosing you because you are the person who is the subject matter expert. Yeah, there is a decision being made here, and I feel like it's going to affect you financially, it's going to affect your stability, and I think it's in a good way, because when the page shows up, it's always good news, right? It's surprising or shocking. It's always good news. Tell me more. Got the Queen of Wands. And we've got the 6 of Cups. Somebody here really likes you. But the 9 of Pentacles in the distance with the 4 of Cups. Somebody here is testing your leadership. That's what they're doing. They're going to hand something off to you, and they're going to check your leadership. We know that you have all the information. So you have the diploma. We know you have the diplomacy. But we're going to check your leadership. That might be why the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. The Judgment card being here tells me that whatever is happening here, that it is going to quickly, very quickly, change your trajectory. You thought you were going left, but you're actually going to be going right, and that could happen overnight. You could go in on Monday, and then on Tuesday, you're sitting in the middle management chair when you started out as an associate. So it feels like something. And I feel like it's because somebody here really likes you. Somebody here you have a really good working relationship with, or a very emotional, kind relationship. It feels like a soulmate type relationship. If you are looking at this as a relationship reading, I'm going to say that somebody here wants to go from a partnership, which means that maybe we date once in a while, maybe we see each other once a week or something. They're going to want to level up a little bit here. I feel like this Queen of Cups is telling me with the Judgment card that somebody wants to level up from a partnership into showing you their deep feelings. It almost feels like it's at the last moment where you're ready to just say no, you're ready to pour out the cup. But I feel like it surprises you or shocks you that this person actually comes to you with very organized thoughts. They've organized in their mind how it looks to them. Like maybe we just see each other a few more times. Maybe I invite you to a family thing. Maybe I invite you to go out with my friends, right? Partnership, new community. It could be that as well. But there is a decision that is being made quickly because somebody, if this is a relationship reading for you, if that's your lens and how you're looking at it, it does feel like somebody's very attracted to you or is attracted to your ability to be someone who is like the King of Pentacles in the reverse. I do see as someone who is flexible, solid, grounded, but flexible. And so I feel like somebody sees you, Scorpio, as someone who is very grounded, solid, but flexible. This could be in work or in love. I'm just going to put down 2 cards. We're going to find out what's going on under the surface that you don't see, Scorpio. We've got the Moon. Well, you definitely don't see something. Something here is not as it seems. This is a way bigger opportunity than you understand. It does feel like it is an opportunity for you to show off who you are, what you know, show off your education, show off your leadership. And then we have the 5 of Pentacles. I feel right now it looks pretty stark. I'm going to say it looks like you've been left out in the cold. It almost feels like somebody has a friend in the workplace that comes to them and says, look, we're really in a bind. Do you mind stepping in as an acting manager? We're really in a bind, and we know that you know all the subject matter. We know that you can teach them whatever they need to know. Can you bring a foundation? We're not really sure who we're putting in the position, the acting position. The King of Pentacles is in the reverse. We're not really sure who we're going to choose, but if you don't mind stepping up, you know what I mean? It feels like that sort of energy. So you're not getting the raise or the promotion that you want, not immediately, but I think that it leads to something way bigger, and shockingly bigger. Like, I feel like it leads to something that is a whole lot bigger. But I think that right now, what you don't see that's under the surface is everything seems very unsure. It seems like you're being left on the outside looking in. Should I really take the opportunity? If this is a love thing for you, I feel like somebody has been watching you from the outside looking in. And I think that they see that you are a good friend, that you are someone who's very solid, that you are someone who is very practical, that people trust you. Someone has been sort of viewing you from a distance, it feels like. But they also see your softer side. Sorry, I'm listening. Hang on. Yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. Very interesting. That's Meredith Brooks, I think. The song's called Bitch. Okay, so somebody sees you as a bit of a hard ass, Scorpio, and that's not surprising me at all. I'm not saying you're a bitch, okay? But I'm saying that somebody sees you as a bit of a hard ass. Somebody who can bring softness and kindness, but also can bring this ability to make a decision on the head of a pin, like to pivot immediately. But I feel like people, when they meet you, they feel this. They trust you immediately. It feels like you're really trustworthy. Let's clarify just a little bit before we go into the extended. What do we do here? Let's do judgment first. Tell me about judgment. Judgment's at the heart of the matter. It feels like everything is teetering on this opportunity, changing everything. What is going to change here? We've got the Justice card. Look, you're getting what you want. Look, am I talking for you? Like, for some of you, it could be a relationship. Some of you, it could be work. It feels like somebody here is getting exactly what they want. So I'm going to say, even if they offer you the acting position without more pay, I feel like you should give it a shot, because I feel like they're testing you. Are you flexible? Are you someone who's flexible enough to step up and want to help us in this partnership? Maybe they offer you partner. We've got the 8 of Cups. And the Hierophant. Yes, they're testing your loyalty. That's what it is. It feels like somebody here in your life is testing your loyalty. Look, you could be dating this person already. Someone here is testing your loyalty. They want to know, are you in this justice energy? Are you about doing the right thing? Are you, it feels like here that somebody's faith is going to be restored, because the Judgment card is here, and something, whatever next actions you take, Scorpio, is going to take you to a place where everything changes. And so the 8 of Cups being here, right? It feels like somebody here is like the Justice and the 8 of Cups. Are you going to do the right thing, or are you just going to cut and walk away? What are you going to do? The thing is, they're testing your loyalty. The Hierophant is here. That's what's going on here. Tell me what this Page of Cups is. Tell me about Scorpio and this Page of Cups, please. We've got the Knight of Cups. If we're looking at something that is romantically related, there is somebody here who is trusting your loyalty. They're checking your loyalty. They want to know if you're going to walk away, or if you're willing to put in the time, effort, energy. You're willing to be loyal, if you want to stick around to see if this works out as a commitment, as a covenant. Tell me about the Knight of Cups, please. I feel like it's kind of going to be shocking. It feels like somebody probably is showing you their feelings. Oh, no, maybe I think it's you, actually. I feel like somebody wants to see your feelings. Look, you're a little bit stoic, right? You don't really give anybody shit on the surface. So I feel like somebody is testing you because they want to know. They are... Yeah, that song that I just got, right? Yesterday I cried. You must have been relieved to see the softer side. Somebody wants to see your softer side. They want to know, is it an illusion? Does Scorpio actually have a softer side? I feel like there is, you've been holding back here. The 4 of Pentacles is here. I mean, you could be dealing with another Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Pisces, a Cancer, a Taurus, a Libra. Libra doesn't really give you much on the surface either. They're very controlled, right? Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer could be dealing with another water sign. You could be dealing with earth energy as well, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So I'm going to say that somebody here sees you as someone who usually holds back. They want to know if that's an illusion. The 7 of Cups is here. Do you have feelings? And I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised, because I think you do. It feels like you still have this soft white underbelly that you don't often expose because you've been hurt so much. And so I think that going back to... the work thing, somebody here is testing your leadership. They want to know, is the leadership an illusion? Are you going to say no? Are you going to hold back? Are you going to check out? Or are you going to put your whole heart in it? I think they're going to be pleasantly surprised at how loyal you are, that you're going to put your whole heart into it. Let's talk about this Queen of Wands, because it feels like the reason that you have this ability to be solid, grounded, a good leader, all of the things they're looking for, is because of hardship. I'm going to say you've been through a lot of stuff. That's what it feels like. Yes, you're used to dealing with a lot of things that show up all at once and are completely and totally toxic. It feels like you see all these wands, right? 7 of Wands. You're a person who in any situation is able to draw boundaries and say, nope, I'm going to deal with you one at a time. I'm going to deal with one thing at a time. There's somebody here who feels that you're a person who's a real expert at dealing with a lot of fires. I think you're a person who likes to put out fires. Maybe you're a fireman. Maybe you've got training there, but it feels like you're a person who puts out fires, I want to say. Verbal fires, arguments, fights, disagreements, things like that. We've got the devil energy here, and we've got the 7 of Wands. And it feels like in a time where everything's crazy coming at you all at once, you're able to draw boundaries. The Queen of Wands is, or Queen of Swords is also the person with boundaries. You're a person who I feel that they see has a lot of leadership qualities, but they have not yet seen the Queen of Pentacles, I'm going to say. We've got the Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Swords. We don't yet see the Queen of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles is in the reverse. So I feel like you're being tested in your leadership energy. That's what it feels like here. We do have the strength. Do you have the courage to do it? They want to know. The 10 of Cups is here. Look, it feels like if you don't take the opportunity, it may end up in regret. We're going to talk about more of this in the extended. You guys know that I like to flip back and forth because it's not always about love. It depends on what lens you're looking at these readings through. And for some of you, this is going to be in the workplace or about you stepping into a leadership role that is solid, and they want to know, are people going to follow you? And I think that they will, because I think people trust you. When the Hierophant shows up, you're very loyal. You're a person who, Queen of Swords is somebody who doesn't get emotional. You're a person who can come up with a, I'm going to say, a really good resolution, even though this devil energy is here looping. It feels like when things are confusing or when there's an illusion, you're a person who steps up. You might even be a lawyer. It feels like I'm talking to somebody who's like really good with the argument, or getting people to settle down, or look at the details, or look at the facts. Look, we're going to go into the extended. We'll talk more about this. So go up to the comments at the top. There's a pinned comment. In that pinned comment, if you open it, click on read more, you will see some links. One is for the membership area. That's where I put all the extendeds if you want to go there. I also do some different reads that I don't put on the wider platform. I do those for the members only. And if you are interested in purchasing this outright, not interested in membership, then you can just purchase it. There's a link there if you want to purchase the extended. If you're interested in a private read, though, if this is something you'd like to know about you and this jogs your memory into something that you would like to know about, then please know that I do readings that are pre-recorded, and I do readings that are live. So if you're interested in a pre-recorded reading, they begin at $25 and go up from there. Please take the link to Hypsee to see all of my packages. I have many different packages, many different lengths, many different time frames and costs, beginning at $25. If you're interested in speaking to me live, you can do that on my schedule. Take a look at my schedule. And if the time frame that I am online is not within your schedule, for instance, if you live across the world, please email me and we'll find a time where I can be online for you. I'm going to go for now. And if you're interested in a live reading, by the way, between 5 and 75% off, even if you're a returning client. I'm going to go for now, but I'll be back because I am always back. See you in the extended if you're there. And if you're not, that's cool. I'll be back. Take care. Thanks, Scorpio. Bye-bye.